So there are still a ton of great games set to release later this year just to keep our little gamer hearts content. And as somebody who regularly watches these types of videos, I figured I would just make one showcasing my wishlisted games that I'm most excited about. For those who are new here, this is actually our very first YouTube video. My boyfriend and I are known for running Cozy, which up until this point has just been short form content, but we kind of just plan to start doing some actual YouTube videos and maybe start streaming if we can stand ourselves. Because once we throw the face cams in there, there's really no going back. All right, hell of an intro. Cozy. Starting off this list, we have a game called Nivalis Nights. I have been watching this game for quite some time. In this cyberpunk kind of city, you basically are playing a first-person Sims game in a fully interactive world with other interactive NPCs that you can have different relationships with. You can also own multiple businesses. You can manage restaurants and nightclubs. It seems to just kind of offer a lot, all set in this kind of cyberpunk theme, and it's one I will definitely check out when it is released later this year. Next up, we have Blackfrost, which is actually The Long Dark 2, which if you played The Long Dark 1, that means something to you. I actually did play The Long Dark back when it came out. That feels like it was a decade ago. I feel like it probably was. And I loved it. It was actually one of the very first open world survival games that I had ever played. It's got a great art style. It plays more realistic than some of these other survival games. You basically crash landed in the Arctic and have to just survive. That's it. While, the elements and the animals and the starvation and the freeze are all, trying to kill you. It's a fun game. This one is going to be especially fun for us because it's co-op now. So we will definitely be checking this one out together, probably playing it here on the channel. Next up, we have Lily's World XD. I actually did play the demo for this. I love a found footage game. I just think they're so fun. So yeah, the premise is basically that the screen you're looking at is actually this laptop that belonged to a missing girl, and you're kind of just going through everything trying to figure out what exactly happened to her. And it has like a weird dark twist, and someone's like hacking your computer the whole time. And apparently if you allow it to take over your camera, it will actually implement your live feed into the game. I personally didn't do that because fuck that shit. But if you really want to get immersed, you can definitely do that. The demo was pretty short, but I was into it. I will be playing this game when it comes out. I'm super curious, kind of, just to figure out what happened. This game is one of those games that might be too good to be true. It's kind of trying to do a lot of things. If you read any comments about this game on certain videos, people are just so afraid that it's overpromising like every type of game. It's basically a life sim RPG that also plays as a tycoon city building management game. Huge open world, lots of lore, farming, trading, crafting, it like has everything, all while kind of having this cozy, unique art style. If it successfully pulls off all those different gameplay mechanics, I think this game will be amazing. We'll just kind of have to see. Next up, actually in just a few days, this game called Leafy Corner comes out, which looks, very much our vibe. We love a plant. You basically run your own little plant shop, and it's like a, simulator tycoon management type game, but around plants, and it looks really fun. I've played a lot of games like this. I typically really enjoy them. I do always usually fall off. There's only a few that really can keep me engaged for a long time, but I do still buy them, and I still think that they're fun to just kind of start with nothing and grow your little empire, and I love the theme of this, so we'll check it out when it comes out and see if it's any good. This game isn't cozy at all, but it does have kind of a cozy art style. It is supposed to be quite like creepy and horror-ish, which is not typically my jam. I also hate shit in the water, but something about a fishing game and an art style like this just, I don't know, it looks quite fun. I don't know if is it co-op? Hold on. No, it's single player. But these fishing games, I don't know, they're very fun, and I kind of like the twist on this. I'm sure once I get attacked by my very first bad thing, I'm gonna hate it, but I'll probably check this one out for sure. Okay, next up we have Witchbrook, and these kind of like 8-bit pixel games used to really not do it for me at all. Obviously, when I was super young, like the Pokemon games were awesome, but then we had 3D graphics that looked amazing, and I got super spoiled. Then we kind of went back to these recently and played Stardew Valley for the first time, and I was like, okay, I get it. Witchbrook is one that I'm super excited about. The world is huge. You can play with up to 4 players. It's a life sim, but the shtick is that it's like a witch university. I think the gameplay footage gives a pretty great example of what it's all about, and it's definitely one that we'll check out. Next up, we have a game that I actually did play and finish the demo for. It's called Tiny Eden. It's super cute. I mean, we've played a lot of games like this, right? It is a farming, crafting, decorating sim. Although this one does have its own charm and personality. I love that it takes place in this little high-rise, and all of your customers are different tenants in the building. I will be curious to see where this game kind of ends up on release. I think it has a lot of potential. Obviously, what I played was just the demo, so I don't want to give a lot of feedback, but I think if they just continue to develop this game, that it is definitely one I could see myself playing. So this one actually came across my feed a long time ago, and I remember wishlisting it immediately just because these kind of early 2000s high school nostalgic vibes are usually very fun. This one marketed itself as an open world. As someone who really enjoyed the Life is Strange series, they weren't super free to roam. They were like kind of more chapter based, and they were also very heavy. They were very dramatic stories, and this one kind of acted like it was going to be a little bit more fun and didn't take itself so seriously. However, some huge channels like IGN have even posted a recent review after they've gotten an early copy, and they didn't really have a single good thing to say about it. They basically reported that it's very buggy and it doesn't understand itself at all, and that they totally missed the mark. They didn't like the way that it played, and these are all definitely fears that I have while watching some of this gameplay footage. So I think there's a very likely chance this game is a huge miss, but I will probably still check it out and give myself that little 2-hour window to decide if I want to refund it or not. All right, next we have Animula Nook. Animula Nook. I mean, I gotta be close. This game is super cute. I hope that the gameplay feels more advanced. It looks a little like it's for children, which is sometimes fun, but sometimes it just doesn't connect either. I don't know a ton about it, but I know that you're basically shrunken down real small and put into this charming little world. You seem to have kind of your own home and skills and hobbies and friendships and all of those kind of farming life sim things. It's cute. I mean, it looks like it runs smooth. I will probably check it out. Again, my fear with some of these games is sometimes they don't have enough gameplay for me, but that might just be my brain. I think it definitely has potential to be something that I do play and enjoy. I mean, there's no chance I get the boyfriend to play this. He'll play some cutesy stuff with me, but there is like a line, and I do think this this crosses that line. Next, we have a game called Railborn, which I'm pretty sure the whole game kind of revolves around this train that you are fixing up and building and just, crafting survival. But that is the main premise, is that you have this train. And here's some gameplay footage of what that experience is kind of like. So, yep, Railborn. So Enshrouded has technically been out now for a couple years, and this year it's officially releasing 1.0. We have a ton of time in this game. It's consistently been our favorite game the last 2 years in a row. The building in this game is just amazing. Actually, the only other video that we have on this channel is just a tour of what we actually built in the game. The entire world is voxel-based, just like Minecraft, so anything you see, you can collect its resource, and anything you build also kind of blends into the landscape as if it was like baked into the game. While the building is my personal favorite part, and as soon as they release like a sandbox creative mode, when I can just freely kind of build whatever I want without harvesting all the resources, I will play the game so much more. Even apart from the building, it's just an incredible game. Everything about it. The skill tree, there's NPCs all over the map that you can bring into your base as villagers. The combat is pretty satisfying and smooth. This game, of course, still has your crafting, survival, farming. The devs also seem super passionate about the game and also keep pretty well in touch with the community. It feels like every single update is actually just packed with improvements and more gameplay. Just highly, highly recommend this game all around, especially now that it is releasing officially. It's a game you just kind of have to play. Call me a sucker. These types of simulator games just get me every damn time. If I can cook food and run a business and deal with guests and put it in like a cozy, different environment, I'm in. So this is one I'm definitely going to check out. That it might surprise you. Some of these indie games have really surprised me in the past, and other times they just run like shit. But we'll see. I mean, it's on my wish list. I'm gonna play it. Next up, we have The Ranchers, and I have to be honest, I don't know if I'm just like cozy farm simmed out, but now that it's actually coming out and they're releasing more gameplay footage, I've just become less and less enthusiastic about trying this game. There's definitely a chance it's great, but I'm reflecting on a time that this excited me, and currently I'm not sure that it does. But it has to make the list because it does include a lot of gameplay that I typically really enjoy, and I have been watching it for a while. But I don't know. This one comes out in a few days, and I don't know that I'm gonna grab it right away. Lastly, I'm gonna just hit a few honorable mentions. These are two huge games coming out not this year, but they are the games that I am the most excited about and looking forward to, and so I feel like I just have to include them on this list on the off chance that you haven't heard about them yet. First is Fable, like Fable the games from a long time ago, but it's just a brand new Fable game, and they have released some gameplay footage recently that looks amazing. There's obviously some things a lot of people had to say about it that they're going to improve, supposedly. Oh, it says autumn 2026. Okay, no, I see. They pushed it. It comes out in February of next year. So anyway, overall, this game just kind of checks all the boxes. I've basically been wanting to see a AAA game do what these indie devs have done well for so long, and so let's just see what the big boys can do with a game like this. And then last but definitely number one in our hearts, I mean, this game, it promises to basically be a perfect game. Light No Fire is made by the same devs who made No Man's Sky, which everyone, knows had a horrible release, but they totally redeemed themselves at this point. Light No Fire looks insane. They say that the world is basically a one-to-one to our real-life Earth, but it's fully an MMO, and everyone exists kind of on the same planet, where you kind of mark your territory and, set in a fantasy realm, crafting, survival, combat, just everything. Like a Skyrim MMO, it kind of plays like No Man's Sky. I mean, it's basically a perfect game. So we'll be watching very closely and reporting on it constantly, because it's just definitely, it's that game for us right now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope we can do some more videos like this. And like I said, the two of us plan to do some Let's Plays and some streams and kind of just have more fun with this while we have some time off. In the meantime, feel free to follow us on Instagram and all these places that we post pretty regularly. Super happy to have anybody along for the ride. Hell of an outro.